6 Worst Jobs for Someone with Dyslexia. Anyone who has dyslexia knows how challenging the condition can be. It can make it harder to deal with certain situations and jobs. If you are looking for a job and want to find one that does not make your life harder than it already is, you need to know which jobs you should avoid at all costs. These jobs are not compatible with those who have dyslexia. To help you save time, we have prepared the ultimate list that takes a close look at the worst jobs for someone with dyslexia. So, what are you waiting for? Let's get started. List of 6 worst jobs for people with dyslexia. 1. Cashier. One of the worst jobs for dyslexics is being a cashier. Working as a cashier is a repetitive job that does not provide much autonomy when performing duties. The job also requires one to perform a sequence of descriptions on a daily basis. Thus, anyone who has dyslexia should avoid it. Moreover, information has to be passed to cashiers constantly in writing, and they have to grasp the information as quickly as possible to succeed in the role. Hence, the job does not leave any room for repetitive errors, as it would result in gross misinformation. 2. Accountant. Another job that someone with dyslexia should avoid is working as an accountant. In fact, the role of an accountant tends to be more complex than that of a cashier. Hence, you should not consider working as an accountant if you have dyslexia. Besides, the profession offers little to no autonomy and is subservient. The fact is that the work assigned to accountants cannot be individualized. On the other hand, dyslexics tend to thrive in environments where they are provided flexibility and can be creative. Thus, being an accountant just does not cut it. The job requires individuals to be aware of specific patterns, and there is no tolerance for errors, as they would only prove to be costly. 3. Waiter. Although you might think that working as a waiter is an uncomplicated job, it could not be further from the truth if you happen to be a dyslexic. People who have dyslexia will find the workplace frustration and unnecessary mental stress to be excruciating. The reason why you should not work as a waitress is that it requires you to pay attention to detail and note everything down in order to deliver. Just think about heading to a restaurant and being given something else in place of your order. 4. Courtstenographer. If there is one job that people with dyslexia cannot even consider taking up, it is the position of a court stenographer. A court stenographer is responsible for putting verbal information into writing. The truth is that there are stenographers in plenty of workplaces, even though the profession might have become somewhat outdated. You can find stenographers at the courtroom taking down information. As the job requires one to pay attention to every single word and cue, dyslexics would not make the right fit. In fact, someone with dyslexia would struggle to get anything done, as the role involves having a strong command over letters. Moreover, the job does not offer any creativity or autonomy whatsoever, as a stenographer is legally bound to only write down the information that has been said. Hence, it is one of the worst jobs for someone with dyslexia. 5. Bank teller. Now, you might think that people who have dyslexia can work as bank tellers. But, the job requires one to constantly deal with letters and figures, and errors are simply not allowed. Hence, it is also included in our list of the worst jobs for someone with dyslexia. Bank tellers have to make sense of all the information they are presented, and they are not allowed to confuse one for the other, as it would lead to banks suffering from loss. The position requires a great deal of accuracy and precision, just like cashiers and accounts. 6. Copywriting. Although copywriting has proven to be a great career in recent times, it is not a career that dyslexics should consider. The job requires a strong command of advanced language skills, which is impossible for anyone who has dyslexia. As copywriters have to constantly create unique content and work with strict guidelines, a dyslexic would be unable to perform any work. Therefore, dyslexics would be better off pursuing a completely different career. The fact is that copywriting is not a career for many people, as they do not have strong writing skills which are essential for the job.